Messed up. I messed up. No. I spilled coffee on myself. How's that even happen? I changed my shirt. I'm all good. Golly, nothing worse than starting your morning with spilled coffee on your shirt. Come on. Dang it. Here we go. I'm looking at my fate right here, guys. I just talked to my surgeon. He's ready to go. I'm ready to go. And we decided that surgery is going to be the best route. So let's talk about it. Let's just go over what happened during that appointment. The appointment went pretty well. I was just chilling at the appointment. Doctor comes in. He goes, "Whoa, you got labrum tears on both hips? What the hell you been doing?" I was like, "I just been playing soccer since I was pretty much 4 or 5, but didn't think this could be that bad." He did mention that a lot of soccer players and athletes that use their hips a lot do get this issue. So I didn't feel alone, but I was kind of shocked when he came in and he goes, "Whoa, you need surgery like on both hips for sure." And I was like, "Yes, Captain, you got it." After he talked to me and was telling me, "Hey, like here is what a normal femur head should look like, and the ball of your hip is definitely larger." I had some extra bone on more of that lateral side of the ball socket, and it was impinging on my labrum and just ripping it up. Apparently, I shredded my labrum so bad, especially on my left, that on actually both sides, left and right, so I'm going to be getting surgery on my left and right hip. I apparently shredded my labrum so bad that I actually chipped off a bone from where the labrum was attached. How the heck did I do that? That's crazy. I was like, "Whoa, what is going on? This is crazy. This is news to me." After hearing that, I was pretty concerned. Talked to him about what the recovery looks like. Am I going to be using a brace? When should I be going back to work? So let's just talk about those three main questions there. He mentioned that first, no brace. No brace at all. Just crutches, just chilling. I can rent out a ice machine if I want, but I don't need one. Then 2, he said recovery. I'll probably be feeling pretty good at the end of a week. And then I can just go back to work. I work from home, so I'm lucky. I know I'm fortunate for that, so I'm glad about that. But he said after a week, I should technically feel good. And then after a month, I should be feeling pretty solid. At the 6-week mark, I should feel to the point where I'm normal. And the only thing that is really limiting me would be just like move really fast, laterally or forward. And then just making sure that my hip doesn't pass 90 degrees. So going to the bathroom to go poop might be a little bit difficult at first. He mentioned that he wants to do the operation on the same day on both hips. And I was like, Jesus Christ. And he mentioned that he would do it tomorrow. I was just at the appointment yesterday. So today I could have potentially have had surgery. And I said, whoa, pause. Like, my wife, I gotta let her know. She'll kill me. So I said no to that. But the one thing that is just tricky about the whole scenario is that he's actually leaving. So I'm getting the surgery at UVA Health, and they have this really good surgeon, and he's apparently leaving. So I'm going to be having the surgery on August 6th, and then a follow-up surgery probably about 6 weeks after. And now that will be probably his last surgery ever at UVA. So I'm fortunate. Apparently, he'll open up a slot for me after August that he'll be able to just have the surgery done for me on my right hip. But I'm kind of just thinking like, I want the same surgeon to do both hips instead of having to find somebody else to do the surgery, which makes me kind of nervous. I'd rather have like the same exact hands in my hips because then he would understand my hip even better. after taking a look at the left one. I'm going to do the worst one first. But my main concern is, should I consider doing surgery on both hips at the same time? Has anybody done that? Can you guys let me know, please? In the comment section, please let me know. Let me know. Either way, I think I'm in great hands. Obviously, I felt really confident with how the appointment went. He checked my range of motion. He saw that I was definitely in pain. He definitely told me that I should be in a lot more pain than I am, but that I have a higher pain tolerance, and that's probably why I'm okay. So I was kind of just shocked that when he showed me the MRI, that things were not looking so high. And I was like, why? Are you kidding me? Like, why did nobody tell me that my hips look so bad? But he said it was like plainly obvious, and that after surgery I'm gonna feel a whole ton better. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated. I wanted to keep this video nice and short for you guys. Needless to say, I'm getting surgery. I'm going to be getting surgery first on my left hip, which is the larger labrum tear and hip impingement. All that will be corrected, and then I'll have a second surgery 6 weeks after on my right hip, and that has the same type of tear, a little bit smaller, still a large tear with a hip impingement, that will all be corrected through surgery. So I'm looking really forward to it. Just kind of nervous about the whole thing, and just kind of scared about how he just mentioned like both of my hips were really jacked up, and I just didn't think it was going to be that bad. You know, you hear like, oh, you have a labrum tear, it's chill, we'll find somebody to correct the issue. But he looked at my images, he was like, whoa, what the heck? What kind of sport do you play? What are you doing in life? And I was like, I'm just doing the thing. I'm trying to live life to the fullest, apparently too much. But I appreciate you guys so much. I'll be back with a couple of more updates later down the line when we get closer to surgery and everything. But that was my follow-up with the surgeon, and it looked pretty straightforward. I felt confident, and I'm excited just to get out of pain, because I've still been getting a lot of groin pain, especially when I'm sitting, and just so relieved that I'm able to get this corrected and don't have to look back after. I can go play soccer and things like that. I haven't been able to do any of that because of this labrum tear on both sides. It just causes way too much pain when I'm laterally shifting or kicking a ball. So that'll be really interesting in the recovery. I'm going to be going to PT pretty much right away. Probably 2 to 3 days after surgery, I'll be already doing PT. So that'll be really nice. I did the same thing with my ACL, and I thought it was really helpful for the swelling and just to already start getting that motion in there. The only one thing I'm concerned is if I should rent the ice machine so that I can ice my hip a little bit easier. He said using a pack of ice works too, but that could be a little bit tricky. I guess I'll talk to him about that. But you guys let me know if you guys have gone through the surgery, what you guys would recommend. Should I have the surgery on the same day for both hips? Should I rent out the ice machine? Any other things that I should take in consideration before the surgery or have at hand before the surgery so I feel that I am ready to go? Let me know, and I appreciate you guys so much. Much love. Peace.